Hey guys, alright, another first time for me. The exhaust fan in our 2015 Fun Finder Cruiser, the Stovetop exhaust fan, the fan stopped working. So wasn't sure, I thought I was going to have to replace the whole motor, but turns out inside the fan there's a fuse, and it's not based on the electric that comes through. It may be, but the main issue with the fuse is if the heat that comes up into it gets too hot, it will blow, and that's to stop, say, the fan if there's a fire in the on the stove, and the fan creates more oxygen, so it makes the fire burn hotter. So once it gets to a certain degree, it stops the fan, hopefully stopping a grease fire or whatever else on the stove before it spreads anywhere else. That's my theory. I'm probably right, but who knows. Okay, so I started this process, and I figured I'd bring you along for the rest of the way. Okay, let's see. So I took the fan off. It's pretty simple. You unscrew it in about 4 spots. Then another couple, you need to flip this whole casing around. It sits the other way. So we got these 2 wires, and this is the fuse that I took out. This one happens to be, I believe, 95 Celsius, where it could go up to that temperature. I'm not sure if you're able to see the writing, but I'll put it in the description. And I'll probably, in the video, I'll write in a picture that I took where you could see it, definitely. Okay, so if you look at this fuse, it's not the same on both sides. The flat side without the black, that's coming from the live. So that gets connected to live. That's where the switch comes from. The black side, that connects to the motor side. So in essence, this is the live coming from the switch, and this is the termination point right at the motor. So the black goes to this one, and the flat side comes to this one. So when it was connected, it had the butt splices on it on each side, and it was connected. I just cut them off. This wire was insulated all the way up to here, so it was white. I stripped it down already. Same thing on the other side. So they were connected. I just snipped them off. Now I don't have these butt splices, but what I do have is these butt splices. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take off the plastic, the blue plastic, and just use the splice, the metal splice. The reason I'm doing that is so when I get this on, there's a plastic sleeve that is surrounding the fuse already. That's a clear plastic sleeve. With the blue on, I wouldn't be able to get it over. So I'm just gonna cut this off on both sides. I have 2 of these. Then I'll be able to crimp them with the fuse in and create that connection point. Then slide this plastic piece over. I'm not going to be able to show this on video, but I'll show the after effects. I do have a tripod now, but unfortunately it's somewhere else. So for now, you're going to have to see the results. And it's pretty simple. You just cut, if you don't have just a metal butt splice, you could get one of these and cut them, then crimp them together, and then that'll complete the fuse, where this motor will start up again. If you don't have a fuse and you're not cooking anything crazy, just for short term, you can take off the fuse and connect them together. So that's if you're boiling water, not cooking anything with butter, bacon. You know, you can get it to work. I wouldn't advise it. I've waited a while to get this fuse in. I actually got 5 of them. Really didn't need it. I was trying to find one, but the price of one costs pretty much the same as 5, so get the 5-pack from anywhere on the major sites. Anyway, let me get this connected, and I'll come back and show you the results. I gotta clean this up a little too. Wash the fan down. It's got some grease on it. And then I'll show you the connection, and after I'm done, I'll show you it installed working. All right. Okay, guys, this is the I wanted to show you before I installed it. This inside of the 2 blue butt splices. That's what it looks like. So a little bit bigger than what was on there before, but I'm okay with that. It'll fit over. Oh, another way to tell these fuses too. The longer side is the one that gets connected to the switch, and the shorter side gets connected to the motor. And what I didn't show you before was the new one. So that's the new. So pretty much the same thing. Probably made in the same place, who knows. Alrighty. Here's the connection of the new fuse. So once again, black goes to the motor, and the flat goes to the switch. Alright, I get it all, the tube covered, and I'll show you that. And afterwards I'll clean this up, get it back installed. Just a couple screws, as I said before. I don't know if your unit will have flathead or Phillips, or even a square connector. Sometimes they're the Phillips, which is that one, and the flathead as the one before, or there's a square, which I don't have that on me right now. And I am using to crimp these, I'm just using the regular Klein and using the 1610 crimper. But okay, let me get it connected and I'll show you that. Okay, we have the cover over and it fits perfect. It goes right over those butt splices. Alright, and now I'll get it hooked up, cleaned up, and next section you'll see the fan working. Alrighty, one more thing before I connect it to the power. On the back side you'll have 2 wires, the live feed and the ground. It does not have a bonding wire. This is known as neutral, but it's the ground. Bonding wire is typically the green wire, known as ground. Don't let it confuse you. So we'll go with live and ground, or neutral. that gets connected to the RV power. Alright guys, I got it connected to the RV power. So the white wires, no markings on it, that gets connected to the ground bonding wire, or ground wire, not to be confused with the bonding ground wire. And the live power has the line going through the white wires. This is how it's set up on, actually it's a brown wire with the white line going through. Could be black. I may be colorblind. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it's brown wire with white line going through it. Okay, so that's a live feed. And the moment of truth. This fan should now work. Oh, there's the light. So we do have power. Now let's go for the fan. Up and working again. Now I'm going to say that we did not have a fire that caused the fan to go off. We just had I can only imagine we had a hot plate on that was cooking, and we didn't have any of the doors open or the vents open, so that could have caused the whole travel trailer RV to just get too hot. Didn't realize it, but all right, I'll get it hooked up and I'll show you the final product. All right guys, it's up, it's connected. Sorry about the light. Light switch. That on, fan turns it off. Okay, my fellow first timers, there you have it. I was able to install the thermal fuse for the first time, and it worked. Now don't you go using that exhaust fan without a thermal fuse and come blaming me. I told you, only boil water. Don't go with that butter or the bacon. Anyway, in all seriousness, these videos are here just to show you that if I could do it, you can do it. Just gotta take some precautions, educate, go onto YouTube, search other videos. There's quite a few of them out there. I hope I was able to provide some insight, and if I was, if you liked what you saw, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'm new to YouTube. I'm not monetized right now. If I do get there, I get there. If I don't, I'll still put out videos. Working on a bunch of things right now. Going to be installing in the travel trailer a new skylight cover. Hopefully I'll get that video out in a couple weeks, if not sooner. Working on rebuilding the house. In the beginning I took quite a few videos, and unfortunately my good camera got blown off the roof too many times, not just once. So that's not working anymore, so I'm back to the cell phone. I was gonna get from an advertiser on YouTube, they were selling these HD cameras. I ordered them, never delivered, so I basically got my money back from that, but it wasn't easy. It's not fair what they do, and I'm sure if YouTube knows what they're doing, they probably won't allow them to advertise on them on the channel anymore, or the website. I don't know how I got taken, but it seemed I should have looked at the reviews of the company before I hit that purchase button, because it seems like they do it a lot. Better Business Bureau has some bad things about them, but I'm not going to say their company name, but they did advertise on YouTube, so beware. Anyway, yeah, so I'm doing updates on the house. Hopefully I'll get a camera soon. I do have another camera, but it lasts maybe 20 minutes, if that. Bought that from a big box store. I'd like to get a nice camera, but it's windy where I'm at, so doing things outside on the tripod, it's got to be a really, really good tripod, heavy. And everything you buy now is the cheap stuff, so I don't know. I'm not looking to spend a lot of money on making these videos, especially since I'm not monetized. But I like doing them, and hopefully you enjoy watching them. Well, until next time.